All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Allura Lagarde.
Josh Kozlowski.
Well, it's so great seeing you here, obviously. It's been a while since I've been here. You
Right.
know what I mean?
You have a lot of time off that you
I
need to
did.
take and relax and
But
enjoy
you
your
know
summer.
what? I'm back. I'm happy I'm back here. I get
Sure.
to enjoy Syracuse, especially this beautiful weekend, but we'll be getting into weather later on. We just want to give you a little bit of updates in regards to some things that we're seeing in the news. Of course, today people were able to head out to NBT Bank Stadium to see the Mets game today. It was a
Right?
doubleheader, which is
Ooh.
amazing. It wasn't so great yesterday. A lot of activities got canceled
Yeah.
regarding those remnants of Debbie. But as said, we're going to go a little bit more into weather as we get later on. But so many people were able to go out, enjoy a ball game, eat some hot dogs, and just have a good time with friends and family.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, going further into, of course, we have the Mets, but we have other things happening in sports as well. Our Ashley Winskowski was able to just talk a little bit more about that final week of that training period for our SU football team,
Yeah.
coached by our new head coach, Fran Brown. Absolutely incredible. I'm so excited for the season. I already got my orange ready. I hope you do too.
I got pink on right now, but I guess
no, orange though. I feel like we match usually when
we
like
usually
we have
do.
a good game. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
We'll,
So
we'll make sure of
coordinate.
it. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
coordinating. But that's an exciting thing. However, we're already excited about the football season for Syracuse, but a lot of people are also excited about for football season for the Bills. However, for that preseason game today against the Chicago Bears, not so good. The Bills actually took a pretty significant loss. It was 6-33, but we're hoping that they make a good comeback at their next game, hopefully.
Just kind of brush it off and move
Just
on.
brush it off
you know?
and move on,
Yeah.
okay? We're gonna hope right now. We're all hoping for our Bills team, and I'm sure Bills Mafia out in Central New York or anywhere that you are, you're hoping for the best for them as well. We'll also have Dale Ostrander talking a little bit more about sports tonight.
Wait, Dale's doing sports?
I know, so
whoa,
exciting.
Whoa.
But you know what he's going to be talking a lot about? The Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Very exciting.
I can't believe it's almost over.
That's
you know,
what I'm saying.
I feel like it just started like 3 days ago or something.
That's,
you know,
it's been so amazing, so action packed. What's been your favorite event?
I would say I personally like the 3-on-3 basketball because usually it's 5-on-5,
Yes.
right? And it's interesting to see 3 people play against 3 other people.
It's that strong physicality.
It's a lot of endurance. They're doing a lot of running.
Yes.
It's just 3 people versus 5. I just think it's very interesting to watch them play like that. You
100%. Know. Now I'm a track geek. I love track. So track and field has been my favorite events to watch. Of course, we had Freddie Crittenden, who did come in 6th place, but he made it to the finals.
Yeah, that's
an incredible thing.
Absolutely.
A lot of people can't say that. We can't say that.
Right.
But we also had U.S. women's soccer, an incredible win. They took home gold. Yeah. And then we also had the men's U.S. basketball team. They did amazing as well. We had the women's 4x4 for track. So many incredible events going on in the Olympics. So we're just hoping for the remainder of success as we get closer and closer to Sunday, which is the closing ceremonies.
I know. It's just one of those things where you're like, the Olympics are awesome. They are, but they go by pretty quick. I used to think it was longer for some reason, and that we'd have like a month of all these events because they keep adding on new events every year.
Like breakdancing.
Let's sign up.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's get into.
But I can't lift my body weight like that, so I'm gonna keep that to the professionals.
Sure.
However, of course, everything was great with sports and everything, but we also had a pretty emotional day as well. It was the calling hours of the 2 teens, Shelby and Haley Trumbull. They were the teens who were killed in a car accident back in August 2nd, rather. It was a very emotional day for so many people in our community. A lot of people attended those calling hours, and many will also be attending the funeral services tomorrow as well. Our Mary Keeler was able to sit down with their father, Brian, to talk a little bit more about these beautiful 2 teens, his daughters, who are both beautiful inside and out as well. So we are just sending our condolences towards that family and to everyone who knew those 2 teens. We really do here in CNY Central. Something else that also happened, if it didn't already affect your day for driving wise, it probably when it first happened, probably did later on, it is the traffic buildup that happened on I-81, that car accident. We did send out some media inquiries to law enforcement agencies to get more information on that as well. So we'll have those updates for you at 10 and 11 on the CW6, and the NBC and CBS News at 11. And finally, we also want to talk a little bit more about weather. Of course, that was a big thing that we've been talking about constantly throughout our newscast over the course of the week.
Yeah.
It was the remnants of Debbie, National Grid, sending out an email actually today saying that 92% of their customers have restored power after those remnants.
That's great news.
You know, it is. A lot of
Really
people need that. And despite it being beautiful here, you know, a lot of people are still impacted by those effects of those flooding warnings, those that flash flooding.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send it over to you, Josh, just to talk a little bit more about what we're seeing today. Of course, like Debbie happened yesterday, but of course, still having those remnants of the
yeah, I think the worst spots were probably out in Steuben County, western, just west of us here, outside of our immediate viewing area here. But with the sun back out today, that helps evaporate some of that water. Not all of it, but it helps chip away at some of that flood issue
which is good news. At least we're seeing the other side of the tunnel.
Correct. Yeah. And I think today's weather also nice because we had the breeze out. That also helps to help bring that water up and help. You know, almost like when you have air across your skin and your skin's wet, it helps to take, you know, kind of dry things up a little faster than just pure sun and no wind. So yeah, beautiful weather today, Allura. We're gonna try to keep it going, but we got a couple
I'm hoping so, Josh.
We have a couple of weather speed bumps. You slow down when you approach a speed bump, hopefully.
I do.
You just endure it. You move on.
I'm that person. I'm here. I'm driving. I wait. Go up.
So we have a couple of these in the air, pun intended, the rest of this weekend here, and we have to talk about instability rain, lake enhanced rain, and lake effect rain. There's 3 different types there, Allura. I'm going to talk about that briefly. I do have a web story posted on our website, cnycentral.com, and our mobile news app on hopefully your phone to explain it a little better. But first, you talk about Olympics.
Yeah.
I want to give some love to France before we get back to Syracuse.
You have to, Josh. Okay.
So I'm going to talk about that.
I'm going to step on down.
Okay.
I'm going to let you take it away.
Great. Thank you so much for the news updates.
Thank you, Josh.
Okay. So yeah, if you're still watching here on your phone tonight, we are still watching some hopefully not too hot weather out in France. They have just had so much of this over the past couple of weeks here. I'm going to adjust the camera shot here so you can see the screen behind me and give you an update on what's happening out over towards Europe here. So here we go. This is for Sunday morning here. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s and 80s already. Very warm start to Sunday out that way. And here we go. Running the clock here on our model. Here we go. High temperatures, low mid 90s. But of course, Paris is in northern France. But down the south, look at, they're approaching triple digit air temperatures for Sunday afternoon. Very intense heat down the south. But Paris specifically should remain around 90 or so with some humidity. But looks like no rain, no storms interrupt outside events like closing ceremonies, of course. It's still going to be hot regardless with the sun out. Forecasting 91 degrees in Paris for tomorrow. The real field temps right here, though, 92, 94. Not much relief with a breeze. So get ready for some heat out that way for our final day. Back here at home, the big change I was talking about with Allura, some very cold air. I almost said cold, right? It's not super cold. It's just cooler than it's been lately across the upper Great Lakes with an area of low pressure spinning away. I do have right now on our CNY Central mobile news app an update about all the weather going on this weekend and for next week. As you're scrolling tonight, take a look at that, and you can see maps showing different types of rain in our area. And it's also on our website tonight, cnycentral.com. Okay, let's go over the 3 types of rain, then we'll get over to the forecast here for you. I don't want to keep you too long on this live stream, but still want to give you some useful information. We're going to be seeing what I'm calling a sample of fall, meaning you're going to say to yourself, is it still August? Is it still summer once we get through tomorrow night, and Monday? Okay, first type of rain, instability rain. Great metaphor or model, I guess we'll call this, is you're boiling water on the stove. Bubbles, 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 bubbling up, right? Super hot or warm at the low levels and not as warm or cooler up on the top of the water pot there. And that's what happens in the atmosphere. Cold air aloft, the sun heats up the ground. You get those downpours popping up on radar. We'll see some of that in our area for central and northern New York, Sunday afternoon and evening time. Sunday night, tomorrow night, northern New York mostly for a little bit of, it's called lake enhanced. Basically, lake enhanced rain is just general rain in the air, in the atmosphere, with the volume turned up by the instability over Lake Ontario. So kind of 2 become 1 for the kind of rain that can sustain itself even during the evening and nighttime hours when the sun has set. Lastly, on Monday morning here in Syracuse, very close to us, there will be lake effect rain. Pretty self-explanatory, but I'll kind of go over it again. Cold air aloft crossing the lake at a certain wind direction, and it's pure instability from the lake itself that can spit out more rain and really position it downwind of where the wind is flowing. Temperatures right now pretty comfortable, low, mid, and upper 70s, 79 here in Syracuse. A nice, comfortably, nice, warm afternoon and evening going on. Nothing to report on live triple Doppler, sponsored by Falso Service Experts. Here is that big area low pressure, right? The kind that almost looks like a dying tropical system like Debbie we just had, but this is not tropical. It's just a general low causing all this kind of rain, instability rain. There's Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron. It'll help in a boost there from some of the upper Great Lakes with the rain going on. We got cool air with this low. The winds around it counterclockwise, right? So the winds are going to be bringing that cool air and the moisture and all of the dynamics in the atmosphere over us in the next couple days. We'll take you through on the future cast here. If you have plans for the rest of the site, it's going to be cooling off pretty quickly. Most spots will be in the 50s by tomorrow morning. No major rain just yet, a little bit maybe up to the north. We'll get some sun out tomorrow morning. If you have any evening plans tonight or morning plans tomorrow, the weather looks just fine. The sun will heat us up. We'll get those pop-up dark-based clouds, a random couple of showers, a couple of downpours. Not every hour tomorrow will be raining. It'll just be kind of like one of those threatening sky type of days. Looks like it's going to pour in the distance, and then maybe it only does it for a little bit, moves on. Now, tomorrow night and Monday, we're going to see the lake enhancement part kind of flare up some of that rain, but also here's lake effect on a west-northwest wind, bringing it kind of close to Syracuse here come Monday morning, 6:30, 7 a.m. So that is the deal with all the rain types here next 24 to 36 hours. So this evening's pretty nice. Cooling off pretty quickly, though. Low of 58 in Syracuse. Rural areas getting down in the mid, maybe low 50s. Tomorrow will be a brisk, just kind of a windy type of day. West winds at times, west-southwest, gusting 25, 30 miles per hour. So even gustier than today's breeze. 68 at 10 a.m., 76 at 3 p.m. The morning time will be nice and sunny. It's going to be a good-looking day. And then the dark base clouds bubble up and a couple of those showers, a couple downpours, randomly interrupting your day. And the 7-day forecast. Here you go. Temperatures for Monday. That's the coolest day of the week. We'll have that lake effect rain in the morning, impacting the morning drive. We'll try to get a little sun out in the afternoon. Breezy versus windy. Okay. And then eventually we got a nice weather pattern next week, Tuesday through Friday. Sunny, warm, comfortably warm days. Okay. Humidity levels pretty much low all week. And look at these comfortably cool nights in the 50s. Yeah. So my advice to all of you, if you want to save on running the air conditioner, if you can, open up the windows at night, let the cool air in. First thing in the morning, close them up, close the shades, and try to trap that cool air in your house or apartment. Even though we're getting up near 80, it could be warm outside, but you don't want to leave the windows open in the day because then the warmth comes in. Next best chance of rain will be later Friday night and maybe a little bit Saturday, though. And the temperatures there are still close to average. So I want to wrap up this streaming news weather update for you now. We do have the news tonight at 10 o'clock on CW6 and 11 p.m. on NBC3 and CBS 5. Check back with Allura and I then. And Dale Ostrander's doing sports. You got to check that out as well. And we'll have more information on what's happening with our weather pattern, especially during those newscasts. So for now, have a great rest of the night, a great rest of the weekend, and thanks for watching us here at CNY Central.